morning. It's 9:28 a.m. on Monday the 17th of May 2021, and this is the day when things start to liven up because the pubs can open as normal now, and I'm pleased about that because I had an experience the other night when I was in let me think where I was, Southerness, and I went to the John Paul pub. Lovely pub, lovely people and all the rest of it, but I had to, I think I've told you about this, I had to sit outside and drink my beer, and then I had to go inside and eat my meal, so it was impossible to have a meal with a drink, and I don't see the point of going to pubs for that kind of treatment. And even though they're covering themselves and they're doing it by the book, at least things will alter from today. So here I am, just standing at the bus stop here, and I'm in Rockcliffe, and there's a little bit of movement going on. It's a very still morning, you can hear the birds singing, there's not a breath of wind, there's that heavy sort of blanket of cloud over us yet again, which was a bit irritating. I was hoping it was going to be a nice bright sunny day because I'm doing a bit of a different walk today actually. I'm just waiting for the bus now to take me down to Sandy Hills, and then I'm going to walk back here, which is a distance of about 4.5 miles, and then from here I could carry on for probably another 4.5 miles or more, but let's just see what happens with the weather before I start making any too much of a plan. But I'm looking forward to today's walk. It's going to be really nice, and as I say, I've got options, so I'll just wait for the bus. He should be here any minute. I actually spoke to him earlier when I arrived in this village. The funny thing, last night, just before I go, I was sat at let me think, where was I? I was here, and I thought, well, let me just see what the signal is like on this car park where my van is parked at this very moment, and it was completely non-existent. So what I did is I drove back to that lovely campsite that I stayed at, where the John Paul Jones Museum is, and they've got a good signal. So I did it last night and kind of overnight. It doesn't really make any difference when you're putting them on a day-to-day basis, but it only took about an hour, which was really good going, and I was pleased about that. And here's the bus just going down. Oh, he's stopping for me, that's very kind of him. Oh, good morning.
You okay?
Yes, thank you. How are you?
So you're going to Sandy Hills, are you?
Yes, please. Yeah. And the bus driver, lovely guy, he's just parked up for a second. He's got 10 minutes to spare. Thanks for this, Brian. And
okay.
He's going to show me where to start the walk, and you know, and he's given me some really good advice. Thank you very much, Brian. Wonderful man. Thanks, Brian. See you, mate. Bye now. Bye. Bye, everyone. So it's just before 10 o'clock now, and here I am at Sandy Hill, about to set off, and the advice I got from Brian was absolutely excellent. What a fantastic bloke. Cyclist as well, cycle the Leeds Liverpool Canal, fit man as well, and a very lovely, helpful guy. Brilliant. Typical of the kind of people you find in Scotland. So here we go. See you, Jimmy. Well, I haven't got very far. I've only walked about 100 yards, but I've bumped into Les and Val, who are down here on holiday. Where are you from, Val?
Littleborough.
Near Manchester.
Yeah.
Rochdale, near Rochdale.
Oh, right. Well, I'm not too far away from it. I'm in Salford.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And are you just down here for the week or something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah. It's such a pity about the weather, but I'm sure you're finding plenty of things to do. Yeah. And as I say, I do recommend you go and have a look at that John Paul Jones. It's really interesting, I've got to say, and they're really nice people up there. But have a nice walk, have a nice day. Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Well, here I am climbing up this steep hill, and there's Alan and Susan doing the same, and we were just admiring the silence. You know, it was absolutely amazing. And they've got this lovely dog with them.
Toby.
Toby. Hiya, Toby. He's a beautiful boy, aren't you? So do you live locally then, Alan?
Yeah, we live at Wigton, just over the Solway there.
Right, so what, just the other side of Carlisle, that way?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Do you come this way very often then?
We like this area, it's nice and quiet, we come for the peace and quiet, you know.
Yes.
We don't like a lot of crowds,
Yeah.
a lot of hassle, so...
Well, don't go to Southern S then, because it's like going to Butlins.
No, we're just on a walk to just to Rockcliffe, maybe to Kipford,
Yes.
and then back again.
Oh, that's where I'm going to, Rockcliffe, and then I'm going to carry on to Dalbeatty.
You go to Dalbeatty?
Yeah, because I was talking to the bus driver. He said that he's doing the last bus from Dalbeatty, so we worked out that I should be arriving about the same time as him.
All right, yeah.
Because it's only another 5 miles further on, so it'll be a 10-mile walk, which is, you know, I'm capable of doing that.
Yeah.
You know, my knee's getting much better. I can feel it going up these inclines, because this is the first time I've done a steep hill for a long time.
Quite steep. You find that on coastal walks.
Yes.
They tend to be up and down.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You're on the beach 1 minute and then you're up on a cliff the next.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
And you.
Yeah, and have a nice few days.
All the best to you, Jim. And,
Thank you very much.
good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you. this is Richard and Sylvia, and they've got these wonderful little dogs with them. And
Sammy, you smile.
this is Sammy, and he's a young one, and he's being trained. And this is
Sunny.
Sorry,
Sammy.
Sunny. Hello, hello. Yeah, he's wagging his tail. That's beautiful. So, do you live locally?
Hi Jim. Yeah, we live in Moffat, so
Yes.
we're just down here. We're down here quite a lot actually, just on
Right.
walks.
Moffat's inland, is it? I won't,
Moffat's inland. Yeah.
Yes, I won't be.
That'll be your next adventure.
Yes.
When you do the inland
Yes.
walks.
Well, it's quite a surprise actually. They say that from Carlisle to Stranraer, it's about a 200-mile walk. By road, it's quite a lot less than that.
Yeah.
The M70, the
But it
A75.
has a lot of coves, which
Yes.
you're going to find out.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's
And are you doing the coast to coast in effect, or just any distance to get to Stranraer?
no, I'm sticking strictly to the coast path.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing all the little zigzags and all the
Yeah.
rest of it. And if you're going to do the job, you do it properly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely
There are. I mean, I've done all. It's nearly all road walking all the way from Carlisle to Dumfries, and it was only after. Well, in actual fact, yesterday, Southern S to Sandy Hill was the first time I've walked off the road, and that was on the on the beach.
Yeah.
But I nearly came to grief. I was advised that don't cross the river, but I thought, no, well, let me have a look. But I was starting to get into quicksand.
Oh, as good as the quicksand. It doesn't actually sink. When the kids were young, I used to get them up to the tops and then they'd get stuck, and then I'd leave them there and say the tide's coming in.
Yes.
But it doesn't fully go in.
But then I had to walk back to the where it says turn right to the sanctuary, the animals,
Yeah.
and then down to the road, and then
round.
all the rest of it. So
Yeah.
what should have been a 4.5 miles walk turned out to be about 11 in the end. You know what I mean? And I was quite knackered by the end of it.
Good. You'll get to 5,000 miles quicker.
Yes.
Yes. It's a pleasure to meet you
And
both.
yourself,
You're
Jim.
lovely people, and thanks for waiting for me. And have a lovely day. It looks as if it's going to be a bit brighter. The sun's
The
coming out.
forecast is good from now on today.
Yeah.
He says, looking at a cloud just coming
I
your way.
know.
Yeah, they say Thursday's going to be a shocker. It's going to rain all day Thursday.
I think down on this coast, you're not normally so bad.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
always better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, have a good wander.
Nice one. Nice to see you.
yourself, Jim.
Bye bye now. Bye bye. This is
Hi, I'm Roisin.
Roisin,
Hi, I'm Lucy.
Lucy
And Nick.
and Nick. And where are you off to today then? Is it just a circular walk, or are you doing anything really serious?
Just a circular loop that we started in Rockcliffe.
Yes.
We're just staying for a few days near to
Dundrennan.
Dundrennan.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that's-
we're from the northeast
From the
originally.
northeast, so
I was just about to ask you, where are you all from?
yeah. So I'm Teesside based.
Yes.
These guys-
We live just up the hill from Hexham in Northumberland.
All right, so you're not too far away then,
No,
are you really?
no, easy.
I mean, I've got to say, this Dumfries and Galloway is an absolutely beautiful county,
it's
isn't it?
Gorgeous. Yeah.
So-
It's stunning.
It's only day 2, but we've been very lucky with the weather.
Especially
Yes,
gorse bushes at the minute with all the yellow. It's just
it's stunning, isn't
And
it?
Bluebell.
Yeah. Well, have a good day, and
you
I
very much.
know I've told you my life story,
Yeah, absolutely.
but you've got cards now, and please keep in touch.
Well, congratulations and good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. And what I'll do is I edit this today, and I'll be putting it onto YouTube tonight. So
Great.
we'll be there for you to see
Lovely.
tomorrow.
Enjoy.
So
Enjoy the rest of your walk.
lovely to see young walkers as well. No, seriously.
Youngish.
Well, no, normally they're sort of
Middle-aged.
my age. You know, one of them said to me, he says, "Well, since I was 65, he says it's like being on school holidays with money in."
Yeah.
Which is, what it is. Lovely to meet you.
You too.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Come on, my
Bye-bye.
girl.
Go on then. Go on.
Go on, Pop.
All right. Bye. Bye. So this is Grant and Maureen who have come hurtling down the hill towards me as I'm struggling up the other side. This really is a stunning walk, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Absolutely
from
amazing,
start to
yeah.
finish. Yeah. Lots
Yeah.
of
It
points
just
of
gets
interest.
better the further you go up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've been used to walking the roads to get to this point, really, because there hasn't been much of a proper coastal path. Whereas it's lovely to be back on, this kind of thing. So, are you avid walkers in other parts of the country?
We sort of like these sort of rambles.
Yes.
We're not quite doing a round Britain coastal walk, but
Well,
we'll do sections of the coastal path, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we like to do a few of the Munros and bits and bobs.
Oh right. Yes.
We're camper vanners, and we do it that way.
All right.
Little
That's
bits at a time.
yes.
So weekends mostly.
Yeah, that's really good. What about the other side? I mean, you can't see it very clear. I mean, have you done much up in Cumbria?
We've done a lot of hill walking in the lakes, I have. I'm
Yes.
from the lakes, that's where I'm originated from.
Yes.
So, yeah, we know that area pretty well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can't see it today, where you can maybe just pick it out through those
windmill.
windows. There's at the far end there. That's St Bees, which is the beginning of
That's
the
right.
the coast to coast.
Yep.
And I'm very, very keen on the other end of the coast to coast at Robin Hood's Bay, because that's my wife and I used to do loads of walking around there, and that's where she actually spent her 50th birthday.
All right.
I said to her, "Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Paris or Rome or somewhere?" She says, "No, I want to go to Robin
Want to
Hood's
go to
Bay
Ravens Bay.
and
Oh,
stay
it's
in
a
the
lovely
top
spot.
room, and you get the best view you've ever seen."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's very nice to speak to you, and I'll let you get on
Well,
your way.
Andrew, safe
blo-
travels.
Thank you very much
Safe
indeed.
travels, enjoy your trip.
We
Lovely
stay in
to-
Ayrshire, so we'll see you up there when you get there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be
See you
lads,
later.
Look out for
Bye.
us.
Bye. Now, would you believe it that all of these people know each other, and they're all out on the same path? I mean, couldn't you have thought of anything more original than that?
It's usually on Lark's Prom.
120 mile away.
Well, that's incredible, isn't it? And they've got these wonderful dogs with them as well. This is really, really lovely. This is the first time, really, that I've spoken to anybody since I set off from Carlisle, because it's all been road walking. And today, it's been really nice, because I have a YouTube channel, so I've got some real walkers, and you can see yourself tomorrow on YouTube.
What's
Sorry.
the name of your channel on YouTube?
I've got some cards for you. I'll give you the cards. But yeah, that's really lovely to meet you all. Yeah, smashing, great. Eric and Tracy, who I've met on the walk, and they're heading in the opposite direction. And you're gagging for a cup of coffee then, are you?
Gagging for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't think we're going to find any along the way.
I get that like that with tea, to be honest with you. I used to drink a lot of coffee, but I don't anymore. I like tea. I'll be honest, I don't want to disappoint you, but I haven't seen anywhere where you're going to get a cup of coffee.
It's okay, I've got a satsuma.
Yeah.
Is that where you walk, Franny?
If all else fails, I have my satsuma.
Are you
Won't
regular
stop.
walkers then? Are you avid walkers?
No, not bad, yeah, we walk around Edinburgh, Pentland Hills and things, yeah.
Yes.
Keen cyclists, some outdoories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I must admit I did enjoy walking around Edinburgh. I didn't see much of Edinburgh itself because we came in like through Musselburgh and that way, and more or less walked along the coast path which takes you past the docks and out the other end.
Yeah.
But there was a nice campsite there that we stayed at, and I was really surprised. There was like a little river that was like really beautiful little river that we walked the full length of, which is not far from the bridge. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was fantastic. Pardon?
Or Silvernose. There's a campsite at Silvernose.
Yes, I can't remember, but it was terrific.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
But it's lovely to see Scottish people walking in Scotland as well. I've been saying a lot of my followers have said they're very impressed with Dumfries and Galloway because it's so clean and tidy,
That's
and
beautiful.
the people are.
But don't tell too many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to keep it
Yeah,
quiet.
yeah,
We
yeah.
just want to keep Scotland quiet, really.
Well, yeah, a chap
so
that
don't
said
tell too many
a chap said that to me. He said, "Don't put this on." He says,
yeah.
"We get more people. We don't want any more." Very nice to meet you.
Enjoy your walk.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is Matthew and Nicola, who are mother and son actually, and they're from Durham. So what are you doing in this neck of the woods then? Is it something that you regularly do? Do you walk out here very often?
Well, we'll come every year, once a year.
Yes.
Bring my mum,
Yes.
come on a week's holiday with her. She can't do this,
Yes.
so we leave her back at the house,
Yes.
and we just come for this walk along to
Sandy Hills.
Sandy Hills.
Sand Hill. Oh, so you're used to it. I mean, it's absolutely stunning, isn't
It's
it?
the third time we've done it this
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
We already did it first time in 2018, but
Yeah. Yeah.
we saw there's a sign obviously in Rockcliffe saying Sandy Hills 4 miles, when we always just thought, well, I wonder where that,
Yeah.
how it is. It's obviously lovely. It's
It seems a hell of a long 4 miles.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we always think it feels more than 4 miles. Cause
Yeah,
it is,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it is lovely seeing the birds and just
Yeah, yeah.
all the nature. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
absolutely. Well, I feel exactly the same. I think Dumfries and Galloway it's a beautiful county.
Yes.
I've not seen anywhere where I've thought I don't like that. You know, I mean, the only thing I will say, with all respect, is Southern S is a little bit of a Butlins sort of type of clientele.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes.
And you know, if you like kids and dogs, it's great.
Yes.
But you know, it's not for me. But that's
I know
my own.
we have been, but we haven't stayed there.
Yes, yes.
We always stay this area, Kipford, Rockcliffe. We
Yes.
love it here.
But there's have you been to the John Paul Jones birthplace museum? That's just outside of Southern S. If you turn
Oh,
in,
I think I know. Yes,
Yeah.
we've not been, but I've seen the signs for it. though,
yeah,
yes.
that's worth seeing.
Right. Okay.
There's a campsite there, and I stayed on it the other day,
Right.
and lovely people, and it's a really interesting site. You might think, well, who is he? But he was born there, and he went off, more or less got the American Navy together,
Right.
but then had the nerve to come over here and block the harbour entrance at Whitehaven and flex his muscles. And but I mean, I say this to the younger generation people. I always thought that John Paul Jones was the bass player with Led Zeppelin. Yeah, I didn't know he was a famous kind of Robin Hood kind of character. You know. It's been lovely to meet you.
It's been lovely to meet
Yeah.
you, and I can't wait to go on you.
Yeah, you'll be on
Lovely.
tomorrow.
Oh no!
Yeah.
We'll show Gran and
Yeah, sure, Gran. That'll lovely.
I know, she'll love it.
Yeah, the grandkids will love it as
Yeah,
well. won't they?
yeah.
Oh,
My grandkids will love that too.
nice to meet you. It's
Yes.
beautiful. Good.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your walk.
Thank you very much. Bye bye now. Bye. So it's 1:15 now, and this is a 4-mile walk. I feel as if I've walked about 10 miles already, to be honest with you. This is about as tough as anything I've ever walked. I can remember some of the walks when I was in Cornwall that I thought, blimey, this is even the kind of guidebooks used to say it was strenuous. Well, this is as strenuous as any of them, and me not being fit, I've got to be honest with you, I am struggling, and I'm taking it very slow. And my idea to walk to Dalbeatty later on, no chance. I'm just going to be recovering in my van. This is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's an absolutely wonderful walk. I just wish I was fit, and I don't know how many more days I'm going to get of this kind of walking in the near future, but this is absolutely unbelievable. And the people I've met, and this is like in 2018 being back on the coast path with all the very friendly people, the camaraderie, they're having a laugh, and where have you been and where you're going, that kind of stuff. It's lovely to have that kind of feeling again. And all you people I've met before in past years, you'll all know exactly what I mean. It's just great. But as I say, when I say worried, I've just got to do just the right level of walking in the right place, and this is going to take it out of me quite a lot, I know that. To the point where I might need to have a day off tomorrow, but let's just see about that. I don't want to be a pessimist. It's just the way I feel this moment. I'm going to have a rest for a while. I've got water, I've got food, I've got everything. The weather's managed to stay pretty good, so I'm quite happy with that. And so I'll see you later. So it's 2:30 now, and I've just been reliably informed that it's about an hour to my camper van. Well, it's 2:30 now, and I've just been reliably informed that it's about a mile to my destination where the camper van is. And I can't remember the name, Rockcliffe, something like that. And it's turned out to be quite a nice day really. It's perfect really for walking. It's not too hot. It just drizzled a little while for only for a few minutes really. And as I said before, I can now clearly see all of the peaks in Cumbria, and also I got a shot of, it was a very long distance shot of the Isle of Man, and whether it's come out or not I'm not sure, but if it has you'll see it. And it's been an absolutely brilliant day. I just feel a bit disappointed in myself that I feel just a bit, really worn out, and it's only because obviously I've done about 80 miles of road walking from Carlisle, and now I'm using completely different muscles you do on a coastal path, and it's rocky and it's up and down and steep hills, and I got pretty breathless and everything. My problem isn't with my breathing and my general fitness, it's just how much my legs ache and my muscles. And I had a break of about 20 minutes just to try and get something moving in my legs, and I had some Lucozade and a Scotch egg and all that kind of stuff, get a bit of energy inside me, and it just comes in fits and starts. But it's going to be like this for a while, and I'm going to feel really confident, and I'm going to think, oh, this is not a problem and all the rest of it, and I'm going to have days like this, and much as I don't like them, it's the only way I'm going to get fit is to keep doing them, really. And I was only like this when I really set off on this adventure in April 2018. I'd got no idea how far I could walk in a day, and it takes a long time to get this kind of fitness. It's like a footballer who at the end of the season he has a summer holiday, and then it takes him a month to get himself back to the same fitness that he was at the end of the previous season. It's just the same thing, only I've had a 13-month layoff, not 4 or 5 weeks, so it's going to be hard. But I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and hopefully I'm going to make it without any problem from here. I think there's just one more steep uphill, and then it's dropping down into Rockford. So I'll see you later. Graham and Christine, and they've got this dog. What's his name?
Rory.
Rory is a good boy, aren't you, Rory? He's gorgeous, aren't you? So you're from Preston?
We're from Preston, yeah. And we're staying at Rascali Bay, which is just a little further round the coast.
Right.
So we've driven down to Sandy Hills today, and we're walking through to Rockcliffe.
Yes.
And then we're going to walk back, and we'll be absolutely shattered by the time we get back.
I should imagine you would. I mean, I was just saying I'm finding it tough because I haven't used these kind of muscles for a long while. I've been road walking. I've been road walking for 80 miles, you know what I mean? And so suddenly I'm using a lot of muscles I wouldn't know.
5 miles is a long walk for us.
Yeah, well,
It's beautiful, beautiful part.
Isn't it just?
Walk, yes.
Today's the first day I've been able to see across there to Cumbria, and you can also see the Isle of Man.
The Isle of Man, right, we weren't sure. Yeah, it is. It's been quite visible today.
It's just a pity about this, for May, it's grim, isn't it?
Well,
really?
it is. Well, it just keeps you cool while you're walking, though. At least you don't get too hot and too sweaty.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a lovely day yesterday, wasn't it? The sun was out.
Well, lovely to meet you. Just a quick hello.
Absolutely fantastic.
Check me out and you'll see yourself on YouTube tomorrow.
Right, wonderful.
Okay.
Nice to see you. Nice to have met you.
This is Tim and Janet who have sort of caught me up because I'm moving a little bit slower, but I've only got about a mile to go. So what have you been doing today then, Tim?
We've been walking. We've done an 11-mile walk.
Yes.
And we're going to Rockcliffe, and then we're going back to our lodge.
Yes.
At
Kipford Bay.
Kipford Bay.
Right. It's a very attractive walk though, isn't it?
It's lovely, absolutely beautiful.
I've been very impressed with Dumfries and Galloway, the people.
Yes.
It's all clean and tidy.
Yes, really lovely. And we've been really pleased with all the yellow gauze and the bluebells. Yeah, it's compared to a spring holiday in Gran Canaria.
It is, isn't it? It's and I've got to admit, this to me as a sort of experienced walker, this part has been as tough as anything I've ever come across, if I'm to be honest.
Yeah.
Even on Cornwall, I remember some, when you get right down near St Ives and Land's End, it gets pretty tough there.
Yes.
But this reminds me very much of that. It's not as rugged, but nevertheless, it's still the walking is much the same.
Yes,
But
with the sea on one side and the land on the other.
That's it.
That's it.
So where are you from then?
We're from Harrogate.
Harrogate. Oh well, I'm from Hull actually originally.
Right.
Yeah, I like Harrogate. My friend, I say my friend, a friend of my daughter's is the manager of the Harlow Car Gardens.
Oh yes, really? yes.
Yeah, and she also used to do something to do with running the Jurassic Coast as well. She's a pretty good organiser of things. But now I do like Harrogate. I've had some really good nights out and stuff in Harrogate.
Yeah, well, it's all
Over
opening up again now.
Absolutely. As from today.
As from today. Right. Good. Okay.
Very nice to meet you both.
And you. Lovely to meet you, and I'll follow you on your...
Check me out and have a look.
YouTube.
And send us a message, that'd be nice.
I will do.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Simon and Jane, who are out on the path. So what's your plan, Simon? What's it all about today?
Well, we're just going to walk part way to Sandy Hills and then back to Rockcliffe, I think.
Right.
It's not too far.
Yeah.
Just an easy amble.
We quite like looking at birds, the binoculars, like, and butterflies and things. So.
Oh, you're into that kind of thing,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, right.
Seen quite a few.
What about these midges and stuff that people talk about? Do they get affected in this particular area at all?
We've not really been here much, but it's too windy at the moment. So
Yeah. So they keep off.
Just these flies, these big flies. I don't know about these big flies.
I don't know what they are either, but there's quite a few.
There's quite a few around the
I mean,
bushes there.
when you get probably about a half a mile on, there's an area, the path is where cows have been, and they've really turned it into a bog. So
Right.
So there's loads of flies around there.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah. But it's lovely to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
I don't know
Thanks for
how
the
many
card.
people I've met today and talked to, and it's lovely to see people back on the coastal path and things getting back to normal. And now, with the Scottish law and everything about, we can go in a pub and have a meal and all that sort of stuff. I had a meal in Southerness the other night, and I had to drink my beer outside but eat my meal inside. So I said, well, can't I take the meal outside? No. So I said, well, can't I bring the beer inside? No. and it was just, all right, they're only following procedure, but nevertheless.
Level 2 urbanised.
We should be getting back to normal.
Today.
Yes,
today.
this is today, Monday the 17th. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Lovely to meet you. Well, enjoy your beer
Nice to meet
tonight
you.
if you're going to have one.
Thank you. Good luck with the rest of your walk.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.